Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you a tutorial about how do I make those editions with K-pop Demon Hunters characters in my channel you have seen. So you can repeat the process, you can use different tools and draw some similar editions for your channel if you want to. So let's get started. So here you can see all the tools I use all the time. They are not necessary for everybody, but they suit for me, they are very helpful. So of course, these are some extra tips for the Apple Pencil. These ones are very cheap from you know which Chinese shop. Second thing is the silicone grip. Grip is the right word. So when I'm drawing with pencil and I'm holding it with my hand, it is not that slicky. It works much better with this thing as real pens has on them, and so on. Next, I'm using this glue. It is the cheapest one I found on the internet, and this one helps a lot because when you're drawing all the time on the glass screen, your skin starts to get very itchy in this place. That's why I'm using the glue where I'm drawing my commissions. And this is one extra pencil with no pressure setting, but it helps a lot when this guy is out of battery, and this one is helping me a lot, especially with this tip to draw regular simple lines for my cartoon commissions. Okay, all the materials you will need you will find in the link below this video. So let's get started. First of all, we need to import the picture we will be working with. Let's go to photo, choose the one from your gallery, and it is imported. As a main tool, you will be using brushes. I have attached to the link below. It is Shiny Art brush set. I'm using it all the time in all of my drawings. Step 1, we have to make Zoey bald. We have to show her bald head for the video, so we will have the base to draw her new hairstyle. For this, we will need to duplicate the layer, just in case, and let's try to remove her hair from this exact layer. So what we do, we are picking lasso tool, using freehand option, and we are outlining parts of her hair which will be going out of the shape of bald head, like this part. Now we go to liquify. It is push mode, pressure maximum size somewhere between 40 and 50, distortion momentum 0. And we are moving these parts to the left. And the same thing with the left part over here. One here just a little bit, and like this. Liquify, and the same straight movement to the right, so the stripes ground will not be perfect. Okay, like this. We see this stuff, this messy stuff, we will remove it right now. Let's go to smudge, it's finger button. Hair base from Shiny Art, hair base. I'm using it all the time, I swear. This is my favorite brush. And we are just smudging. To cover this black line, we need to smudge the color from the background to it, like we are covering it with the color of the background. You can see we're on the same layer, we're editing it right here. So let's make it like this. Also, we see this unbeautiful outline. We will make it softer by moving by the edge up and down to make it smoother a little bit. And here it is. We will add her ear a little bit later, don't worry. And the same here. Let's make the brush bigger, and like this. Voila, we have removed those lines, and let's smooth these edges a little bit like this. Now let's cover this area with an imitation of the bald head. Let's go to the brushes. Let's choose a liner brush, I guess. Let it be liner, yes. Like 16% of width. Let's choose middle color of her skin. It is not this one, not the lighter one, and not the darkest one. Somewhere in between. So we are on the new layer, and we are drawing the shape of her head. You can draw it in any way you can. You will fix it later. And let's cover the hair like this. Yeah. So now we just fill the area. It looks weird now, but don't worry, we will fix it. So let's go to liquify, and with push mode, adjust the shape of the head a little bit. Okay, now we should remove these parts. Let's go to the layer below, like the picture layer. Liquify, push, and let's. So you shouldn't push in like this because the stripe is going down here. You can push to the right with a smaller tool. Just put a little bit, and you see it is still straight. And the same here. Something like this. Okay. Now we can combine these layers together and duplicate just in case. So now let's go to finger option, and let's smudge these parts together so it will look a little bit softer and not so edgy. It's just a temporal solution like this. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to smooth blend. This is my blending brush. I'm using it all the time, so you can use it too. And let's blend it from the below to up here, so it would look pretty smooth. Yeah, this is fine for now. Okay, let's add new layer. So we can cover this solid color with reflects of light and shades. Let's use the same. Where is it here? Base on the new layer, and let's pick the color. So we can see that she had here light spot on her forehead and shadow on the left side of her face. So we are thinking that light will be falling from here and doing the same thing on her bald head. Let's take her base, make it a little bit bigger, pick the lightest color we have, and let's think how would the light reflect from her bald head. I think it could be something like this, and of course reflect on the edge of her head, something like this, and on this edge, because the light will still be reflecting from her left side. On the layer below, let's add darker part. Let's pick, I think, this color. No, like here, this one. And let's add some shadows. Now, with smooth blend, we will be blending these together. You can see I am moving right inside of the color, so it looks softer. And here the same. We should blend these transparent spots together. I'm not a professional artist at all, and this is just things I learned through my journey, and these are not 100% working, but for such arts, for such funny, interesting, simple arts, it's okay. Let's combine those together. Duplicate, just in case I'm duplicating layers all the time because I am forgetting about them and deleting, and later I will regret this. And right on this combined layer, we will smudge the skin a little bit more, like this, moving from the center to the sides. Okay. Let's zoom out and see that it is pretty dirty, so let's make brush bigger and blend it even smoother. Yeah, it's just a little bit better now. Okay, let's add a little bit shaping. Yeah, it is better now. And I think let's add new layer and a little bit more of the shadow here. Let's imagine that this part is pretty dark. Yeah, I think it will look better. Smooth blend and blend from the center to the sides. Boom. Something like this. It looks okay. It doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look super realistic, especially here. Let's fix this one. Here, base, duplicate these layers, and let's move this one up here. But it's okay for now. For 1 second when you will be raising your hair. Okay. So we're done. Our bald Zoey is done. Problem now is her ears. So we're not inventing anything. Let's go to the brush, here base. Let's pick this color of her ear and smaller, and draw some sort of a shape of the ear she would have. Let's add lighter color here, because the light would fall like this and like this, and a little bit here. Okay, and let's combine it all together, and let's smudge this part a little bit. This, just make improvisations. Try to feel the brush, to feel the picture, to zoom out. And honestly, I think your viewers will not really care about your ear exactly, so don't pay too much effort and attention to it for now, because it is just an edit. It is simple idea that should be shown quickly. So the ear, it's not perfect at all, but it is good for now. The same here. Yeah, hair base. Let's pick this color. I think this color will be inside of her ear, and let's pick so slightly one to make this outline. I will not be teaching you how the ear looks like, because I don't know. I will just show you how to quickly make it look a little bit like an ear. Let's pick this darker color and add some shades, and even darker one like this. It's not a perfect ear at all, and let's smudge it a little bit like this. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. It will not be seen anyway. Looks fine. Let's fix it. Let's add a little bit shaping. Oh, she's like a little elf. Okay, let's keep it. So we're absolutely done with the layer below the main one. Let's hide these layers, and let's put our main picture on the top. Let's go to the top picture, choose eraser tool, main brush. No, it's here. Here it is, white eraser. And let's just pretend for the video that we are removing her hair. Voila. Looks funny, yeah, and looks pretty interesting. Okay, I have undone this movement, and I'm hiding this layer again. We will need it later. And let's work with bold mirror or with bold Zoey too. First of all, we have to draw the base solid color of her hair and to invent some shape. For this, we're taking hair base, empty layer, and here. Please look at the color of Zoey's hair. I know it should be black, and she has like almost black hair, but according to the purple background, the Sony animators, those legendary genius people, just sending love and all the good vibes. So they tried to reflect the color from Zoey's hair, so you can see this purple reflection. So we will be making the same thing. We are picking basic color. Basic color is not the lightest, not the darkest, exactly the one in somewhere between them. So this is the lightest. Now you can see this is the darkest, and somewhere between them, right here, it is the basic color of her hair. So on this new layer, we will be hiding Zoey. We see her bald. Let's move it down here. Let's draw her bangs. It will not be too short. Let's make it a little bit longer. Sorry, let's make the brush bigger. Boom, boom. This, you can erase something and draw again to make it more transparent, you see? Yeah. So let's don't forget about this side here, and on the layer below, just in case. Okay, boom, base of her hair is done. Next two steps is shading and lightening, excuse me my English, of her hair. So let's add those two layers. Let's start, no, we will combine them together, not to waste too much time. Let's create new layer above, make a clip-in mask, and we will need to make this layer visible again to pick the shade color from original picture. It is almost black. So now we're choosing the same hair base brush. You can choose any brush you want. It is just how I do this all this time to make it a little bit faster. Of course, there is dark spots behind her neck in the hair, so we're making it dark. She will have some shadows here in these parts of her baby hair, some of them here, a little bit here, down here on her bangs a little bit here, and in the places you think it could be dark, just try and play with the colors. After a lot of practice you will see perfect results. Something like this. I'm not worrying a lot because this is a simple tutorial, not a professional one. Let's blend it. So for blending I'm choosing the same hair base. I'm blending edges of these darker spots, the front and the back. Here the same. Spread them longer and shorter at the same time so it will be smoother. Something like this. Yes. Next layer will be lighter one. The same normal layer, hair base, and let's pick the lighter color, this one, on her hair. Let's remove it, like, and let's think where could the light fall. As light is falling from here, let's make this side a little bit brighter than the left one. So you can see I'm adding light here, okay, and some light here. I wish I could add take down songs to this video, but it is not legal. I love it so much. Okay, let's do the same smudging to this layer. Something like this, okay? It will be good for now. Let's add the lightest part. Clip-in mask. Add mode of the layer. Like you see, I'm pressing here, down here, add. Let's choose, where is it? Oh, here, eyelashes and brows. Let's pick some neutral, more gray color, and let's go like this. On the probably lightest parts of her hair, let's add this textured light. It looks not good, that's why we will be using Blender Soft brush to erase it a little bit. So we drew it to erase it. Nonsense, but let's remove this layer to check if it adds something. It adds some texture. Okay, now let's combine these layers together. Here you can see it. And just as an experiment, you can duplicate this one and play with this mode. Sometimes I'm choosing color dodge mode, making it like 28%. For example, 30% of transparency, and the hair looks much more juicy. The colors are brighter. You can see the difference. Let's keep it, okay? Now the final set for the hair, almost final, is to smudge the edges with the same hair base. So I am placing the brush so the edge of the brush is slightly touching the hair. You can see it. So it not look. Now let's add some braids to her hairstyle. So let's go to hair, braid 1. Let's pick this main color and just draw thin braid on her hair. Now let's clip mask this layer. Let's pick the lighter color, maybe even the lightest one, and let's repeat the same. I'm not right on it, and let's repeat the same thing in these places. So we will add some light reflection to the braid. We can make the layer as added and a little bit more transparent. And now on this layer, or this brush, or this braid, we will clear left part a little bit as the light is falling from here. A little bit here, something like this. Yep, it looks okay. It looks not like super realistic braid, but it looks okay. Now, as we made her new hairstyle, pretty simple, but still working for the picture. Let's add her a dress, not a dress. Okay, so for this we will need to clear her neck area, we will need to clean her arm area, and we will make her palms empty. And I just realized that this looks really bad because it covers her head, but let it be like this just for now. Okay, so now we are going to this layer where she's bald. Let's duplicate it, and here with hair base smudge finger tool, we will be just covering her clothes with the color of her skin. We're moving from here to here, and which is important, from the back side, from this side to here. So we will get blended color in between. Neck looks bad for now, but it is temporary. Yes, and the same here. Let's cover it like this, and let's go back like this, and so on. Let's move back and forward. Now let's pick this smooth blend brush and let's blend it all together with a pretty big size of the brush from the left to right. You see, if the brush is big enough, the smoothness is fine. It looks normal. So here it is. We have almost clear neck of Zoey. Of course, it looks not super clean. That's why we will be fixing it. Let's go to recent. Oh, not recent. Sorry, shiny part. Let's go hair base. Add new layer. And let's cover. If we see that here's too dark, here's too light, we are taking this color, moving it right here, making it look like collarbones. Add a little bit light here, a little bit here. Let's add some shadow underneath the hair, here and here, and a little bit here. You see? And now we're just blending the smooth blend up. It looks again not perfect at all, but it is fine for an edit video. It is fine for short. If you're not a professional artist, it is okay. So, and let's blend it a little bit more. like this, and a little bit more like this. Now we can combine these layers together so the colors will blend better. And just go from bottom to top, and something like that. Yeah, it's okay for now. So just let's fix it here a little bit. I don't like how hair looks here, so I'm going to hair layer, smudge, and smudge it here, and a little bit more. Okay, we have her clean skin on her neck, so now we can draw over her some dress too. So new layer, liner brush. Let's pick white color. White for now. We will add some shadows. Hold it dress. I don't know how it's called in English, but let's make something like this. All the designs are up to you. It is the best part of this editing. That's why I love it, because you can try your ideas on your favorite characters, and it's another level of relaxing. Let's add new one just in case. Let's try to make it look like heart-shaped. We don't need this thing, so we're covering it. We need to outline the hand just in case, like this. We could cut out the hand and duplicate it on a new layer. It is just another option, but I do not want to make it right now. So to make straight line, you should hold the end of the line you just drew and make it straight. If you need it parallel to the picture, to some angles, you can hold your finger and you will see if it takes any angle you need. The same here. It's not very accurate for now, but it's fine. And we can fill this area. Voila. It's not very accurate, but still it's working. Something like this. Now let's combine this together, and let's maybe add a little bit more weight here and here. Let's remove other parts. So we see this and these parts are messing around. So let's go to this layer, smudge hair base, and we all smudge them away. Yes, something like this. So here is another problem. This part on her hand. Add new layer, take a liner brush, pick the color closest to the object we need to remove. Let's now cover it like this. Oh, I'm sorry. No, like this. We don't need this part. Voila. Smudge it right here a little bit up and down, just a little bit, to cover these dark shadow spots. And let's combine it with our picture. And let's blend colors from original picture to down here. Back and forth. Something like this. And if we see that the skin is too dark, but she has lighter spots, I need to just pick the lightest color and edit. No, and let's now go to smooth blend and blend it. And again, if you don't like the shape of the hand, you can fix it. I forgot to draw her dress here. Like this. I think it's okay for now. It's enough for now. So we have made the base of her dress and we removed some extra parts. Now, as we have a base of the dress, let's add some shadows, shades to it, so it won't look so plain. Let's take this blender soft. This is just a regular airbrush, spray, and for the shadow, let's pick some sort of purple color. Because the surrounding is pretty purple, the table is purple, so let's guess that she will have purple shadow on her dress. I'm not good at shading, honestly. I know that there are a lot of techniques, but for videos I'm just making it as simple as possible. You just like this. Now let's take the same blender soft but the darker shade of purple. It is too dark, so now we're just making the opacity smaller. Let's take a razor, the same blender soft. We have to make some little transition here. And a little bit darker under her arms here. Because now it looks too light. Again, I'm not a professional artist, it's just how it's made in my videos. A little bit here. And now my favorite part, clip and mask, new layer clip and mask. Let's go to my shiny brushes. Shiny by Lisa. Stars. Oh, this is my favorite one. Stars. And let's make them like 2% width. And let's add some stars above those shades. Now they become invisible, and the same here. And make them smaller. And once again, yeah, I love how it looks on dresses. Okay, I see we're missing the shadow on her skin. That's why we're taking shiny art hair base. Let's pick the color of the shadow on her skin, this one. And let's make it like this. Like this. And Gaussian blur. A bit smudge, like Gaussian blur. Right here. Okay, let's add some glowing parts. Let's make new layer above the dress. Let's go to Shiny by Lisa. Shiny noodle. This one is also my favorite. I use it very often. And let's add some. No, let's make it smaller. We can make it purple. And let's add some glowing decorations to the dress. Maybe like this. And like this. Yeah, looks pretty cute. And over here, I like to add those things you've seen in my videos. Let's add new layer on the shoulders. Yes, for example, we have this design. I think it would be cute if we would add some transparent sleeves to her dress. So let's go underneath the dress. Let's take shiny art liner, white color, and let's add now take overlay blend mode. Let's make opacity a little bit smaller, and now let's take eraser blend soft, and let's remove a little bit of the parts where the sleeve is touching the skin really close, like here. Also underneath here to make effect of shadow. Maybe let's remove a little bit. And let's make this part on the top not extra spread, but just a little bit spread. It looks cute. Let's add stars here. Go to shiny. And we can just duplicate the layer. Flip it horizontally and adjust it a little bit, not to draw it from the scratch, like this. Simplify. Her hand is a little bit different here. So let's do the same with shines. I forgot to remove this part, so let's remove it. With the same smudge, just moving it to the side. Like it was. Now try to play with another shiny brush. I like this one. Shiny abstract, please. Shine. So let's add some decorations to her hair. Let's, I don't know how it's called in English, but let's add here this thing on her hair. So we are making a layer underneath the hair, and slightly and softly we are drawing this texture. the fabric one, and let's go to the front of the hair and add a little bit here, like this. Now it is not very accurate. Let's move it a bit here, like this, and the front ones like this. Oh, looks so good. Now let's pick these pearls and let's draw some sort of decoration in her hair. I'm not sure how it will look like, but something like this. Something like this. Okay, now let's go to shiny noodle. Let's add leaves here. And I think very good. So here it is. The final thing I would do, I would add some shine to her hair, clipping mask, and maybe even color touch. Let's take some, where's my shiny art? Let's take color to the background. Let's add it to the parts where it looks bad, but wait, we will fix it. Let's make transparency less, and here saturation brightness. Let's go in saturation color to blue one. I think that is good. Let's play with saturation. Brightness, I think brightness isn't necessary, but like this. So let's compare. I think it looks cuter with this. So here we are. I think that Zoey looks really cute. Oh my god, she's so beautiful in this white dress. Who is the groom? It is a mystery. Okay, so for now, the last take I'm making while filming the video is removing the top layer with original Zoey and revealing her look underneath. So for this, let's go here. Let's make this layer visible. I press 4 fingers, tap 4 fingers to remove everything around. Of course, it is white brush eraser, so 4 fingers, and slowly we are erasing the top layer, so the viewer will be a little bit in attention. And ta-da! So we're done. Here's our Zoey as a bride. She looks cute. I hope you liked the tutorial, so please let me know if it was helpful in comments below. If you have any problems, any questions, just write them below. I will try to answer everybody, and I hope it would motivate you and inspire you if you're a beginning artist to create your own YouTube channel, to make your own editions. Also, drawing not from scratch but over some other pictures helps beginning artists to fight that fear of blank canvas. I had that fear in the beginning. So when you are drawing not from the white paper but over something interesting, something that you like, you have more ideas, it motivates you to learn different things, to edit pictures, to learn shading, etc. It will be very helpful. Let me know your thoughts about the next tutorials. If you want to know maybe how a brush is created in Procreate, I will with pleasure explain it to you. So see you guys in the next videos. Bye!